Welcome to day 2 of our prenatal. Please join me on your mat. The only props you may need are, of course, our bolster and blanket for the end of class to make a comfy little resting position. Blocks are always encouraged just to help with a little bit more movement or to get a little deeper into something or to raise the floor up. But they're all just options, so please honor your body, take breaks, especially if you're feeling nauseated or a little light in the head, come on down. But today's class, we're going to be primarily seated on our mat. So get comfortable, get cozy, and find your way into a comfortable, tall seat. If sitting cross-legged isn't working for you today, make the shape and your body work for you. Find that place and then lift the heart, close your eyes, and feel your shoulders just start to drop. And it might take a couple or a few breaths. But as you start to connect to your breath here, begin to connect to the little heartbeat in the belly. Be aware of any subtle movements within. And perhaps set an intention for our time together. How do you want to feel? What do you want to take away? Good. Once you feel like you've started to slow your breath and deepen it, and connect to your own physical body here on the mat. Begin to let your hands draw down alongside your body, rolling the shoulders back as you lift the heart and extend out through the crown. Let your hands start to raise out to the side and come up as you take a deep breath in. And at the top, as we exhale, we start to release the hands down. Good, so honor your breath, letting the breath lead the movement. So let it be as deep or as full as your breath leads you, which might be a little quicker, might be a little longer than myself. Let's do about 3 more. Just starting to find a little bit of mobility through our shoulders and upper back. Good, last one. And as we exhale, let your hands slowly float down. And perhaps let them land on your thighs, your knees, or grabbing hold of your belly. And as we inhale, find length, and as we exhale, start to tuck the chin and lower the forehead, but keep the heart lifted and the shoulders rolling back. Take a few deeper, full rounds of breath here, just feeling the back of the neck elongate. Good, and as we inhale, start to lift the forehead, lift the chin, start to lift the gaze, and maybe even draw it up towards the ceiling, but imagine reaching tall through the head. So try not to let the head drop back, let those shoulders roll back, open the front of the throat. One more breath here. Good. And slowly start to draw the gaze back through center, lowering right ear. Good. Inhale to come back through center, exhale left. Good, let's do one more each side. Good, and then come on back up through center. Good, let your hands start to float forward, interlace your fingers, start to turn the palms out, raise the hands to about chest height. Let those shoulder heads roll back into their sockets. Good. From here, start to round through the back body. So lean back onto your sits bones. Let that belly draw in as you start to guide back. So hug the baby. Good. Slight little tuck to the chin might feel good. And then start to find a little bit of movement. A little wiggle side to side. Good. Sometimes it feels good to sort of raise the arms, letting it become even larger if that feels good for the body, getting a little into the side waist. Good. Come on back through center. Lift the chest. Again, start to align shoulders over hips. Start to gently draw the arms to one side, that left elbow back. And then come on back through center. Bend the right elbow, let it draw back. Good. So just a little twisting, move it just through the upper chest. Don't let your ribs or your hips move. Keep them about center. Make it all about the shoulders. Good. Once you're complete, start to release the interlaced fingers. Let your hands find your back body, sort of where your kidneys might be, and let the palms rest there and the fingers drop down as if they were going to slide into your back pockets. From here, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the elbows towards each other. Again, feel the heart lift as you draw the gaze up towards where the wall and the ceiling might meet. Keep those elbows squeezing in, open the chest, open the heart. Again, there's lots of compression, lots of rounding and sort of shortening through the front body as we hold our baby in the next coming months. So we want to find that openness and we want to find these movements just in those moments when you're feeling tight. So you can always come back to your practice, whether you're in front of the screen watching a video or just honoring your body and its movements. One more big breath. Good. Start to draw the gaze back through center. Release those hands. Good. And let's go ahead and release the legs forward. Good. Feel free to support yourself by sitting on a cushion or a blanket for a little bit of extra support, especially underneath those sits bones. But if it feels okay, keep the legs drawing forward. Maybe let your hands find the floor behind you. Good. If you need a little bit more space, let your feet open wide. It's all good. Third trimester might be a little wider. First or second might be a little bit more narrow. Whatever feels best. But let the hands press into the floor, roll those shoulders back. We're gonna flex the feet, so press out through the heels, toes drop back, start to stretch through the back of the calves, and then point the toes and stretch through the tops of the foot and the shins. Good, do this a couple of times. Good, getting some blood flow moving here, but our weight off of our feet. And an opportunity to stretch those tight calves. Good. Our feet are holding a lot for us these days. So a couple more. Good. And then once you're complete, start to walk the hands forward, come on back up. Again, create a little bit more space. From here, we're gonna let our left leg slide open and our right leg, we're gonna find the sole of the foot to the inside of that left thigh. If you're quite tight, you might support yourself underneath this raised right knee. You could place a block, just allowing for your knee to be heavy and sort of ground into. If not needed, let it be. From here, we're gonna find a little bit of an open sort of hinge here. So don't be too concerned about coming forward. We don't wanna squish, whether it's the side or the belly. We wanna create space. So instead of facing this extended left leg, we're gonna flex the foot, toes up. Left hand might just rest on the left thigh. We're gonna draw this right hand towards your right hip. This is gonna help encourage us to stay open. So instead of our belly towards the extended leg, it's a little bit more to the open space or perhaps this right knee. Good. From here, press into the sitting bones, lift up through the crown. Let there be softness behind the knee. Good. And if it feels okay, start to hinge a little bit. Let that left side be heavy as you roll this right side of the chest. Good. We're going to stay with our hand down at our hip, but if it really feels good and you want to get deeper into that right side body, you're always more than welcome to let the right arm draw up and over. Good. Take a couple big rounds of breath here. Good, and then from here, pressing into the sitting bones, extend through the crown, slowly come on back up through center. Good, let's switch sides. So opening our right leg, maybe even using your hands for support. Maybe bend into that left leg, draw the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. It can be low down, it can be drawing in closer towards the perineum, whatever feels good in your body. Can support the outer knee if needed. A little bit of softness behind the right leg, heel down, toes up. Good. Start to press into the sitting bones, lift up, again hugging, belly in, baby in. Good, right hand on this right thigh. Let's go ahead and draw the left hand to the left hip, so open a little bit. Beautiful. From here, inhale, and as we exhale, maybe start to hinge a little, letting that right shoulder become a little bit heavier towards the right thigh. Good, this left side of our chest is rolling back, but we're still staying nice and tall through the spine. Good, couple breaths here. And again, as we inhale, baby draws in, lift up through the crown, come on back up through center. Good. From here, again, open this left leg, let it come wide so both legs are open here. Now we're going to come into a forward fold here, but again, all of us are going to be in different situations, different growth, different bodies. So please know that you don't have to come far. It's going to be more about keeping length in the spine. So don't force yourself forward. We don't want to squish baby. We just want to encourage length in the back body as well through the backs of our legs. So it's more about our posterior chain, our back body, than it is about coming forward and really opening through the inner thighs. We're already doing a lot of opening in preparation for baby. So when you're ready, heels heavy, knees a bit soft, press into the sitting bones, lift the chest, extend through the crown, and maybe come forward an inch or two. I know for myself, I'm so tight in my hamstrings that it doesn't really offer me all that far to go forward. So here I am. I'll slightly tuck my chin, soften my shoulders, relax the back of the neck, and soften the jaw. Take 3 big full rounds of breath here. This might be a great place to rest your hands on your belly, holding baby, connecting to breath and to body. Good. One more big full breath in. Beautiful. As we inhale, extend through the crown, start to draw the weight back, shoulders over hips, maybe release the hands behind you. Good, awesome. From here, start to softly bend into the knees, like the soles of the feet come together and create a diamond shape. Good. I like to press into my finger pads here to give me a little bit more lift, a little bit more length. Pressing into the sits bones, lift the heart, roll those shoulders back. Good. Press the feet towards each other as you encourage thighs and knees to be heavy. Sometimes I'll sort of wiggle in and then let the legs settle. Good. Take 3 breaths here. Last 2. Good. Last 1. Beautiful. From here, walk the hands a little bit forward. Maybe start to find your shins, your ankles, your toes. Again, depending on the size of belly in front of you. It's all good. You can support by releasing the heels a little bit further away. You can hug in if that feels okay for your inner thighs and groin. But again, press the feet, lift the heart, maybe come forward just a little bit, and then tuck the chin. Big full breaths in. Deep cleansing breaths out. Final 2 breaths. Good. To release, again, press the feet, hug baby in, start to lift the heart, extend through the crown, slowly come back. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and extend the left leg long, cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Again, mindful of what we're working with. Hands are going to come behind us. Pressing the fingers into the floor. Start to bend the left leg and flex this right foot. So press out through the heels, toes draw back towards the shins. Use your hands to push into the floor in order to draw the chest forward versus bending into the legs deeper. Because at some point, the belly's going to be a little bit of an obstruction here in pigeon pose. So we just want to find a spot where we're able to lift our heart, opening our chest, but then also encourage that right knee away from the chest. Big breath in. Full breath out. Good. Last breath on this side. Awesome. Start to slide that left heel, extend the left leg, right leg can slide down. Good, maybe a little release. Let those feet roll in and out. Good, and then second side. Bend the left leg, cross the ankle above the knee onto the thigh, flexing the left foot, press out through the heel. Flex through the right foot. Start to bend into the right leg. So knee is going to start to lift as the heel drags back. Come as far as you can comfortably. Encourage that left knee to press away. And then push into your fingertips. Lift your chest. Find that extension and expansion through the front of the chest. 4 big breaths. Last 2. Last 1. Beautiful. Start to slowly lengthen that right leg long. Left leg follows. Good. Roll out the feet. All right, starting to make our way into Shavasana. So honoring your body and where you are versus first trimester, second or third. First trimester, you're pretty much free to come into laying down on your back body if that feels comfortable. Of course, side is always encouraged as well, coming onto the left side. For those in second trimester, again, build your reclining sort of chair here. So first block, it's going to be horizontal at the top of the mat on the higher setting. Second block, vertical on a lower setting. So creating a little incline. Create that cushion with a bolster or some pillows. Just finding a place where we're going to keep our body at about a 45-degree angle. You can use a blanket sort of rolled up for a little bit of extra cushion behind the head if that serves you. Always an option. But as you sort of saddle up in front of your bolster, just be mindful of creating the space. Lift the chest. Let your feet be wide if that feels good. Start to slowly lower yourself back down, finding the head supported on the cushion. Good. So this is a nice comfortable Shavasana where we're still able to be on our back body during our second trimester. If this is a little too uncomfortable, if you're feeling lightheaded at all, please take your time. Slowly come on back up, pressing the hands. Third trimester, or anybody wanting to be on their side body, blanket for your belly, bolster or pillow for your head. Go ahead and place it towards the top of your mat. Blocks here for a little support for the hips. So coming down onto your left side, cushion for the head to support the cervical spine in neutral. Block between the thighs or knees to support your hips. And of course, if you've got a belly, you can rest it on the blanket. Wherever you are, start to feel the eyes become heavy. Let them softly close down. Maybe visualize that lovely baby in your belly and just sending it lots of love. Wrapping it in care. And as always, take your time. Stay as long as your body allows you to rest here. If it feels good, stay. When the body is ready to come out, please be gentle and mindful as you slowly help support yourself up. Maybe using that top right hand, coming onto your side, using your arms to help support you. Release any props and come to a comfortable seat here with a tall spine. Again, letting your hands rest on your belly. Holding your baby here, connecting to your breath, connecting to your body. Maybe taking a moment and coming back to check in and see how your body feels here after your practice. And then once you're complete, hands to heart center, palms touching an Anjali Mudra, the sign of gratitude. A bow of our forehead. Thank you for taking this time to connect to your body, your breath, and your baby here on your mat. Take good care. Namaste.